Hello, hello. Sorry you caught me mid-drink there, but yeah, it's Wednesday, so cheers up to Wednesday. Leslie Irvis here. I am here today to talk to you about how meal planning is just not going to save your diet. So if you're new to me, go grab a pen and a paper because this is going to be a pretty good loaded session that you're going to want to take notes on. But I'm not going to talk for long because I don't want to steal too much of your time. Um, Anyways, so as I said, I'm Leslie. I am an emotional eating expert and a luxury nutrition creator. And basically, I teach you in a nutshell how to ease and flow your life of nutrition. So, really, what I want to do here today is just kind of break your old mentality of what you think you have to do when it comes to meal planning. So, most people, if they follow some sort of diet, they're like, okay, let me plan out what I'm going to eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, get everything golden, have everything set up so that way you're just like, oh yeah, I know what to eat and when to eat it and all of that good jazz. Oh, totally forgot to say, if you're live, hashtag replay. Okay, so anyways, we all know like the monotonous, like here's my breakfast, here's my lunch, here's my dinner. Let me plan it out, let me meal prep it, let me slap it on the refrigerator. The thing is that that doesn't actually help you lose weight. Now, hear me out. Everybody's like, oh, yes, it does, because then I eat what's in those boxes. But do you really? Like, I can talk to so many people in a week, and it's always like, oh, I threw away this, and I threw away that, and I threw away this, and I threw away that. Like, how often are you throwing away the healthy food you think you're buying? Like, in the past year, how many fruits, vegetables, maybe even meat have you thrown out in comparison to chips, cookies, and pretzels? Really think about that today. Okay. So when we meal plan and we meal prep and we put all these things together and we think we're saving ourselves time, like, oh, this is going to help so much in the long run and it's going to be so much better to meal plan. Really think about it. Have you always followed it? When somebody's like, hey, let's go get chips and salsa, are you like, bye, see you later? Not gonna go grab what's in the refrigerator. I'm going, right? When there's a donut in the break room, is it like the donut overpowers you? And like maybe you're saying no and no and no and no and no and no, but then all of a sudden all you can think about is that donut in the break room and it's really controlling your thoughts. And maybe you don't say yes to the donut, but it's there and it has a power over you and you're really just not sure why. That's why the meal planning that you do doesn't rescue you. Okay. It's like a to do list. You're not a to do list, right? Luxury nutrition, as you follow along with me here, is all about the natural ease and flow of how you need to eat to work with your body, with your life, so you can just cruise on through at the weight that you want to be in the sexy body you want to be in without wasting tons of food, without crazily meal prepping, without being this crazy person jumping off the deep end and like, I can't eat sugar and I got to eliminate meat and wheat and carbs. And oh my gosh, right? There's so much restriction. That's not you, right? That's not you. You built a business, you're high up in your job, you're a C suite exec, you have the tip top life. However, you're going to like a bottom level Weight Watcher type thing to snag diet help. Like, uh, right? Like, that's not what you want to do. So, how does this stop you? Well, it's stopping you because one, you're trying to live your life confined by a to do list. And while that may work for you while you're at your work, when you're off of work, it's like, this is my time. It's like, I'm going to enjoy my time. I'm going to enjoy my wine. I'm going to enjoy my life. And I'm just going to let it all flow. And it's just going to be super easy and simple for me. But then when it's down to it, make your diet like a jail, like confining. So, how do we think meal planning is going to help us? Well, mainstream dieting or regular dieting tells you you have to because of three reasons. One, they actually want you to throw away food, so you buy more. Okay. Two, so you buy the supplements or whatever that they're telling you. If you drink these things, you'll feel better, you'll do things better, etc. Right. So you follow those things on top of it. And three, because whoever has gotten you on this doesn't want you to get off of it. right? So we wind up in this stuck position of like, okay, I have to be doing these things, I have to be eating these things. And it's like when you don't, you feel cruddy. And then it's like, okay, I got to get back on it. And sometimes it's really easy to get back on it. Sometimes it's super complicated. That's why we always have those stories of people that like lost the weight and they're like, oh, but I did it for so long. I just need to get back to it. If you need to get back to it, it was never made for you. See, it's easy for you to do your job. It's easy for you to be an entrepreneur. It's easy for you to do these things because it goes with you. It goes with who you are. It's not easy for you to do the dieting aspect because it doesn't go with who you are. So, in order to make that happen, the teaching, luxury nutrition that I create for you, it's to allow you to live in that, right? To allow you to spend your time like you're laying on a beach. That's how nutrition should be. It shouldn't be, let me look at the sugar, let me look at the carbs, let me do this, let me go portion control this, let me go plan that, let me go pay somebody for this so they can put all my meals in the refrigerator that I'm not going to eat. Okay. It's that you should be able to flow with who you are to get a result. So how does that look like for me? I don't meal plan. I kind of take each day in knowing what I need to do for my body, in putting the proper food rules that work for myself first. Now, when I say food rules, I don't mean like Leslie doesn't eat donuts. I mean, Leslie listens to her body, and I'm very intuitive now to know I need this versus I need that. The reason why we have seasons and the reasons why we have different foods at times is because we're supposed to eat like that, okay? We're not supposed to always be able to have strawberries. Strawberries have a season, right? Now, it doesn't matter if you eat strawberries all the time, but what I'm trying to say is your body, in turn, has cycles of what it needs and when it needs it. And if you would listen to that, your weight would go back to where it should be. We all have a normal, healthy weight. And that's where our bodies love to live. And we can get our bodies there when we actually flow within us instead of do all the stuff outside of us. Okay. When we learn to love our body and trust our minds to get us what we need, it makes everything else smooth sailing. So meal planning actually makes you fat in the long run, even if you're successfully doing it now. And I really hate to break that bubble for you, but it will only get tougher from here. As we hit our 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, that's when food has to go down, restrictions have to go up, and you have to be doing even more things to yourself in order for you to get a result because of all the things you did in your 20s or 30s just to meet a number on the scale. Whereas if you could live in the luxury nutrition world and live in the ease and flow and learn how the food emotion code teaches you to flow with all of these things, you're going to be just like that. Loving your body, weight's going to release, and you're going to step into your power with your food, with your dining out, with who you are, with who you want to be. So really simple steps. Ditch the meal plan, throw it to the curb. Keep following along on this page because don't take my word for it. Let this page show you how super easy it is. And then, of course, take the next step to learn how this affects you, how you actually are capable of living in a luxury nutrition diet. You just have to get those next extra steps. So how to do that is by jumping on a very relaxed call with me, and we are going to walk you through how you intuitively know what you need. We just need to get you back there. Simple, easy, straightforward. All right, guys, that's it for today. Happy Wednesday. I will chat with you later. Cheers. Have a good day.